What is going on, everybody? It's Dylan Coleman back again with some more NBA Live Mobile. Since I am uploading today, I thought that I would talk about the UFC fight tonight. Usually I wouldn't talk about UFC, but tonight's a big night, UFC 200, and I want to talk about that while I'm doing this gameplay. I am going to play my second season game to make it quicker. It should be fast this time instead of last time. It took way too long. I apologize. My phone was overheated, but it's okay. It's cool. It's good now. Good enough. I am gonna upload these videos for you. But like I said, tonight is the UFC 200 fight night. Tonight there's a couple of matches, but my favorite match is probably going to have to be Mark Hunt versus the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. If some of you didn't know, I am a WWE fan and I am a UFC fan. My favorite fighter right now is Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is coming back for the fight. To be in the UFC. He is facing the powerful Mark Hunt. I will give Mark Hunt something. He is a very powerful UFC fighter. He is not known for really his ground game or anything like that. He's mostly known for his hard strikes. And so Brock Lesnar will have to watch out for that tonight. But I think Mark Hunt is underestimating Brock Lesnar a lot. Brock Lesnar may not have been in the UFC ring since about 2011, but you can't underestimate him. He is a very good wrestler and he is a very good fighter. Whenever he was a UFC fighter before, as many of you know, he was a UFC champion, UFC heavyweight champion. He did have a condition which limited his time in UFC. He probably would have been better if he didn't have this disease. I believe it was life-threatening. And so he is glad to be back. I was looking at the matchup, and it's actually a pretty even matchup. Brock Lesnar and Mark Hunt about the same size. Obviously, Brock Lesnar, I think, has a little bit more strength. Mark Hunt is built not as like with abs and like bulging biceps and stuff. Brock Lesnar, as many of you have seen, he is ripped. Okay, I read a comment that he said to the media. He said, "I'm a white boy and I'm ripped." And he said, "What else do you want me to say?" Because he is, of course, ripped. Okay, and he is white. No racism from me. Maybe from Brock Lesnar. I had no idea. But yeah, he said that. It's going to be a great match. I wish I could watch it. Unfortunately, I am not going to watch it, but I am going to be looking live vlogs and all that, and I am going to watch it. There's some other fights tonight. I think they call him John Bones Jones, but John Jones, of course, is not going to be there. He tested positive for like PEDs, and so he will not be able to do that. And going back to the Brock Lesnar match, Mark Hunt has criticized Brock Lesnar because he did not take the drug test 2 months prior to the fight, which you have to do. But he did not. He thinks there's favoritism. I don't believe that. He's had to take drug tests and stuff from WWE. As many of you saw, Roman Reigns got suspended in WWE because he took the drug test and he failed it for PED use. So I think it's okay that he did not have to take it. That's just me. I don't know how any of y'all feel about that. If just comment below what you feel. But yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting match. My favorite is going to have to be Brock Lesnar. not because his powerful strikes, but because of his ground game. He's got a good ground game. He's gonna try to work his way up and fight and like get him to the ground. He's gonna hit him like hard on the ground. He's gonna try to win by either knockout or TKO. Okay, and if any of y'all didn't know, TKO is basically like you win because you're knocking out your opponent on the ground. Basically, that's what it is. So the other fight, since John Jones is not going to be there, it was supposed to be champion versus champion. But now it's not because he did test positive for PED use. Anderson Silva did, of course, replace him to go up against Cormier. I think that's what his name is. Yeah, he did replace him in the fight. Anderson Silva, great UFC fighter, great one. So I think they picked a good replacement for this match. I don't know if I would have picked anybody else besides Anderson Silva. Silva's a great striker. I did have a UFC game, my PlayStation 3, which I, of course, told y'all it messed up. And if you're interested in that game, too, I can hook you up. But anyway, I had Anderson Silva on there, and I think he uses knee attacks, to knock people out. I don't really watch UFC too much. I have watched it. It's pretty cool. I did watch the Ronda Rousey Holly Holm match that at UFC. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was UFC 198 or 199. But yeah, I did watch that, and that was a good match. I do want Brock Lesnar to win. I want him to come back, and I want him to dominate. He was not my favorite wrestler. Dean Ambrose is my favorite wrestler. Of course, he's the champion. But I just think he's like the most realistic character, okay? I know that WWE is somewhat like, they predict what's going to happen, okay? And they don't really predict it, but they tell you what's going to happen whenever you do it, okay? And so he was by far, to me, the most realistic superstar. Of course, he wasn't, all the way, but he acted as though he was, and that's very, and I think that people recognize that more because he was in the UFC. I don't think, if he wasn't in the UFC, I don't think people would have recognized, like that, but he was in the UFC. He was a good superstar. He was the champion, the world champion. Like I said, it's been a while since he's been in the octagon. I think he'll be okay. I think he can hold his own against Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt, like I said, is dangerous. He's not like the greatest, UFC fighter, but he's got a little bit of weight to him. He's got some power. I believe that he is going to put up a fight. But like I said, Brock Lesnar is my hands-down favorite to win this one. So yeah. Now I'm going to talk about the Anderson Silva match. And I think it's Cormier, I'm not sure. But yeah, I actually think, I don't think it's a championship bout, because it was supposed to unify the two championships between Cormier and John Jones. It was supposed to unify the championships that they had, but unfortunately, the dude John Bones Jones he was using PEDs. I hate that. Happens, I guess, in sports. But he was gonna be the favorite to win at first for me. He is good. I did believe that he was gonna win, but now I believe that Anderson Silva is actually gonna win. I don't think it's for the championship, but since he's having to go up against him, I think that he has a good chance to win. Anderson Silva is a very accomplished athlete in the UFC. Very dangerous, very dangerous. One of the most dangerous, in my opinion, UFC fighters they have. He is my favorite for that match. As I said, my favorite for the Brock Lesnar fight is going to be Brock Lesnar. Unfortunately, it does look like I'm going to lose this match right here. I'm sorry for this right here. I'm sorry I got kind of carried away talking. I don't have enough time really to come back and do anything all that, fantastic. I can block some shots, but that's about it. Like that time right there, I blocked the shot. It did go back up. It did reset the shot clock. Got 17 seconds to pull one out of the books. I think I might can do it. It's going to be tough. I agree with that. I did steal the ball right there. I need to get two two-pointers. And so I do want to shoot two-pointers. I don't want to shoot three-pointers. Because, okay, so I am going to lose this one, unfortunately. I apologize if I repeated about the Mark Hunt Brock Lesnar fight a lot. But I'm excited for this match. Unfortunately, I'm sorry I didn't get this W right here. I think if I was a little more focused, I might have got this W. It was a good game. I didn't make many shots this game. I did get, my coins and my XP. But unfortunately, I did lose. I apologize. Did reach level 6. Okay, so the next time, I'm actually going to go ahead and go back to my live events right here. I'm going to let y'all know, next game, I'm not going to play season. I'm going to play a head-to-head match, or I'm going to play like this David Robinson thing. I want it to be a good thing, so I'm going to try. I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. For more videos like this, as always, I'm Dylan Coleman. See ya.